It's time for Q&A in the Kitchen, the holiday edition, brought to you in part by Skin Kitchen Tattoo and the Axiom Body Piercing Studio. So what we're going to do is kind of do an overview of, since our last podcast of the year, can you believe it's soon to be 2023?
It whooshed nuts. Whooshed right by.
I know, almost at 2013.
That's a little better than last year.
You got to catch up, Grandpa.
Oh, jeez.
Not go back to that.
Oh, I don't know.
13?
13
Fuck,
was
give me
actually pretty
13.
good, yeah.
Yeah, 13
Over the
was
last
great.
couple, give me 13 back.
It wasn't a bad year. But anyway, so we just to let you know, every festive individual that's on the podcast today, all the way over there on my right, your left, is Jimmy St. John. He's a tattoo artist at Skin Kitchen Tattoo. Yay. Directly to my right, as always, is Captain Jack, Mr. Lowe, tattoo artist and owner of the Skin Kitchen. I'm DaVo. I do the body piercing or the piercing of the body, and I own and operate the Axiom Body Piercing Studio. Then we have Brent Starr over here, tattoo artist from the Skin Kitchen. And then way over there is Shannon. We keep talking about whether or not she should still be technically my apprentice, but she will forever be my apprentice. Living her dream now because she's almost the same height as Brent, thanks to the chair.
It's the booster chair.
Proving that holiday wishes do come true.
Yes.
But she's a piercer at the Axiom. And what we're going to do is kind of talk about some of the highlights of 2022 for us, as far as our art and what we see for the future, and maybe some things that we're excited about doing in the coming year.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, so where to start?
Yeah.
I know.
Car ran real good.
Car
I know
getting
what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
One thing we crossed 50,000 subscribers on the YouTube
Yay,
channel.
thank you, guys.
I've been wondering.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yay.
that was fun.
Big hand for all them guys.
We, as far as channel stuff, we've done over 200 studio updates now.
Wow.
Ooh.
What do you get for
Man, I
50,000?
can't wait for those checks to
Nothing.
start rolling in from,
golden dongle.
what are those called when you get checks after the show you've done?
Royalties
Royalty? Yeah, those royalty
royalty
checks.
checks.
or
Sweet.
IPIs.
I think we're a ways off of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they've actually shrunk.
Oh.
Cold
Thank
out.
you, YouTube. I mean, everybody wants to see videos that are 30 seconds long, right?
Yeah.
Attention span.
Nobody
man.
has an attention span beyond that, or wants to gain knowledge, right?
Yeah.
No.
Does
it's
anybody
harder.
listen to the podcast?
Yes, we have a pretty good following.
Yeah, maybe.
Usually, within the first week, we have over 150 views, and then this also goes distributed throughout, and that does pretty well too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've never
I would
really
think
sat down
people-
and tried to put them all together.
I think a lot of people would probably do the podcast maybe over the video even because we're just sitting here looking stupid.
But I mean, we're so handsome.
And it's
to
a
look
long
at.
time to sit there and just watch something on your computer or something like that. So
Okay, so somebody's gonna have to start dancing or doing some entertainment or something.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to how you're with all content. If you're sitting somewhere, sometimes it's better to just watch if it's going to be your main focus. Podcasts, it's people driving, it's people exercising.
but
it's
the
kind
video,
of a secondary thing.
is if anybody's like me, I just use the TV as kind of noise in the background,
Yeah.
kind of like a radio, but it gives me something to glance at every now and then if I've got some downtime or I need visual stimuli.
I want to see what these
So
voices look like.
that's good.
That's the thing, yeah.
That's a good thing for the video
Because
too.
I know we've all had the experience because we're all old enough, except possibly Shannon,
Oh,
to
unicorn.
remember where a majority of our music and stuff came from the radio,
Yeah.
and you never saw what those people look like.
Yeah, right.
And
You
a lot
see
of
him out of
times
the
it
live
was kinda
broadcast,
like,
you're like, that's him?
that's that person? I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things,
Remember when you had to call in on the request and you had to wait all night to get your tape ready to record your song after you requested it and stuff?
I mean,
That's fun.
to think that people out there that have only heard the podcast don't even know we're naked.
Right? I mean, now you got to
Yeah.
tune in to see the video.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Is that where the phrase is? You have a face for a radio?
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, it is where it came from.
No, I got a face for TV and a body for radio.
Well, at least you're, halfway there.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Christmas isn't there yet. I still got wishes.
We do a lot of headshots.
Yeah, it's safer.
I'd say I'd say then that's a good thing for the year. Adding on a couple more followers and
Yeah.
cranking out over 200 of
The studio update.
of the updates.
We're
Yeah.
in season 4, so it's 3 times 27. That's 78.
I don't do math. I draw pictures.
We're almost at 100 episodes of Q&A.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
I know that the piercing ones were well over.
You're a
Like
talker.
I've done pros and cons. I think there's over 140 of those. Body piercing basics. There's close to I don't know 140.
Man, I can't think of a shop our size that has put out more content, but there's millions of shops out there. So
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some that have put out maybe more, but man, I bet there's not very many.
well, I mean, the coolest thing is that we've watched you guys as artists progress and try new things and challenge yourself because you know it's kind. I think a lot of people don't understand. Like with content, with me, that's what I struggle with the most. It's like, okay, what have I not? And I'll come up with it, and then I have to do a search on our YouTube channel to make sure that I hadn't covered it already.
Yeah.
really hard.
And then watch it and go, yeah, some of the information's a little. I should redo this and do this. Then I'll redo them. But a lot of times it's like, nope, already done that. Need to come up with something else. You guys have to come up with a tattoo that you think is worthy enough to be the one that week.
Think how hard it is for The Simpsons.
Oh, gee, many.
Still going.
Man, that's got to be hard.
How long have we been playing Where's Shanahan the Unicorn? That's been a little bit.
She's been here almost. Well, she just had her 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, yeah. So where's Waldo going strong, baby?
You haven't lost me yet. I still
No,
return.
you're still elusive to find sometimes.
Sometimes there's it's like, oh, Shannon.
Is she here? Do I see her? Is that her? No, that's just a smart on the wall there.
Yeah, that's why I was doing this Steve Perry impersonation a couple weeks ago. It's like, oh, Shannon, where are you now? Yeah.
Lost in the ether.
And that's all I knew, so I stopped singing.
I mean, it was this, I don't know.
Karaoke week.
There's a lot of debate on the internet whether or not the replacement guy from Journey is as good as he was.
Long as you're in the
And
studio,
I have to say this,
mix it.
that if neither of them ever play again, it would be fine.
Oh, are you a hater?
Man.
Journey.
Stop believing.
Journey to where?
You're not
Journey
supposed
to
to
the
stop
exit?
believing, dude.
Zing. You know, I'm
Zing.
sitting here trying to think of, like, if there was a singular highlight of my year. And it all just, that was good.
What was that noise?
It was a big swallow from
Swallowing.
That
from
was
my
a big
right.
swaller.
And,
Eggnog.
man, I don't know.
It's thick.
It went by so quick.
It did. It just flew by.
The highlight of my year was no shutdown. Yay.
Yeah, no
Yeah, we had a
kidding.
solid year without any real tragedy.
No
or
interruptions.
anything.
That's great.
Yeah, that's true. That would be a good highlight. Yeah, I was thinking if I had to come up with something right now, it would be just staying and being as busy as we were, you know, and keeping the books full and seeing a bunch of familiar people and seeing a bunch of new people, and that's always. I think that's the greatest thing. I think one of the barometers of how healthy your business is or how well you're doing is, you know, seeing a good steady supply of both of those and, you know, being in demand.
And having a stable crew, because, I mean,
Oh, no
Shannon
kidding.
was the last additive
Mm-hmm.
in the puzzle.
Did we get to include
Supplement.
her on stable, though? I mean, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. The round table will have to speak, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm saying is that our crew, Jess has been working the front desk for going on 3 years now,
Yeah.
if not more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brent, you've been here at least 2.5 years,
It's
right?
going on 3 next month.
No, that puts me
Yeah.
on 4, baby.
You've
Yep.
been here before. I've been, well, the two of us have
Y'all
worked
been here
together
forever.
since 1999.
Since
Y'all go
Ro-
way back.
Since,
Seats in a
since
Cadillac.
most of the rocks you've seen, we were here before those points.
They came up with the Pilgrims and the Mayflower with the dirt.
Right.
So you got like 50 years on the love seat right there.
Yeah.
Oh, more than that.
That thing has seen some stuff.
Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah. You might want to use a mat.
You need a
Put
shot if
something
you're gonna sit on it.
like a little blanket.
Both of us have had kind of an interesting career because we've gone through massive challenges.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
You know, and fires, flaky
Floods.
employees, floods, you name it.
You guys are like the animals on the ark, baby.
Yeah.
Deaths, divorces, births. Oh man.
Weddings.
Weddings,
Oh yeah, weddings in the shop, out of the
raising
shop.
kids.
At the shop.
I raised a kid while the
Yep.
whole time. Well, he was born in '98. So yeah.
My daughter's about to be 18 this year.
Oh yeah.
That's nuts.
My kid will be 30
Yeah.
next year.
I know my nephew's 30.
Wow.
Fuck.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But
Time flies.
outside of the shop, I think the highlight of my year would have to be buying a bunch of vehicles I don't need.
Well, yeah, they're Sturgis.
not-
We always have Sturgis.
And these ones have 4 wheels, don't they?
Yeah, you know, I didn't buy a motorcycle this year. I kind of neglected my motorcycles this year because for whatever reason I thought I needed a bunch of vehicles I don't need.
There you go.
Had a good time though.
But yeah, they're those vehicles that I don't know, I've kind of always wanted, and I have a use for them, at least enough for me to justify buying them. And so I did. and then the Jeep thing kind of just fell in my
Yeah, it just
lap.
kinda fell in your
I
lap.
didn't mean to buy a Jeep, but I've
gonna-
always wanted one.
He's gonna open a used car lot later on his
Yeah. And don't
extra
get-
time.
And don't get me wrong, these aren't like, you know, $20,000 vehicles or anything. They're
No, this is just fun stuff.
one was underneath a tree for 10 years,
Yeah.
and
You
then
ever seen Sanford and Son?
two of them don't have engines in them, and you know, I'm building a really nice front yard is what I'm getting at. But
Beautiful yard ornaments.
Yeah,
yeah,
when you're going down that county highway and you look over and you go, why are there so many vehicles in that front yard?
Is that a
I
used
get it.
car lot?
yeah,
or-
that's what that is.
yeah, it's weird. There's a stage where rust turns into patina, you know, and you're not quite sure when it happens, but you look around one day and you're like, fuck, I'm why
Yeah.
antique stores exist.
There's a fine line between rust and patina, baby. You know,
Yeah,
art
it's-
and antique.
Yeah, it's funny what your old brain can convince yourself what's underneath, you know, what that can become.
Yep.
And
The
then
potential.
the biggest lie you tell yourself is that you have anywhere near the time you're going to need to
That's the biggest
what it
one.
takes. So, yeah, you know, but I figure I'll be handing over my son a lot of dope
He's going to have
projects.
one hell of a yard sale.
No, he
He's a
won't.
mechanic. He likes that stuff, man.
No, there will be rules.
He's got stuff to keep him busy for a lifetime.
I know how a Ouija board works going both ways, so
Yeah,
watch
we've been
it.
watching. We watched our videos.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I think I just had a lot of fun working. I think that's the biggest thing I look forward to overall. Mostly is, you know,
Yeah.
the tattoos I have coming up. As sad as that might sound, but
I mean, I'm the
there's
same
worse
way,
things
dude.
to live for. You know.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I love
But yeah,
working. You know.
you guys moved. Just,
Yeah, we moved. Me and Jesse moved to a new house. We moved from the downtown area over there on South Side over to beside the Drake University.
Yeah.
So we got a little bigger
You
house.
moved into my hood.
Yeah, I got me a garage. Now I can start filling it up with stuff besides
Yes.
motorcycles and other junk. But
Yes.
you know, so
Yeah.
but it's been a good year, man. I personally, when I take off, like when we have time off, after a couple days of it, I'm like starting to get the itch, and I'm like, hey man, like, does somebody here want to get tattooed or something? Because like I got to
Yeah.
do a tattoo. I'm getting kind of squirrely.
Mhm.
But that's all I look
And-
forward to is working. You know.
Then I think a lot of people don't understand is that we have this passion to do what we do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we do what we do to allow us to pursue other passions.
Yeah.
I don't know an artist that doesn't have 800 either active or abandoned hobbies.
Oh man, I am the king of
Oh
that.
yeah.
You
The
Look
more
at
know,
all million of
expensive,
them.
the more expensive the hobby, the better.
Oh
Apparently.
yeah.
you know, with me, it was like band booking, photography, of course, e-bike thing. I've been very good. I have a bike
have.
that I've had for an entire year, and I
You
put,
have been good.
I think, close to. Yeah, I haven't bought a new one yet. I have my eye on a new one, but yeah, I have a aerial rider Grizzly, which I got last year, which kind of sucked because it was really cold when I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got on entire summer. I put, I don't know, about 2,400 miles on
They need
it.
to make one with a cab with the heater in there so you can ride when it's cold.
Yeah, like in Europe, they
Yeah.
just had the blanket over there. that's-
There are those out there.
It's called a
they're
car,
kind
right?
of. Yeah, well, see, and that's the problem is where does it stop being a bicycle and starts becoming a vehicle? That's an ongoing.
I've got a
debate.
line on some really good electric underwear and electric jackets and gloves that'll keep you warm when you ride.
It's weird, but the thing
more
that
traction.
when I put on my parka, because I have one of those Arctic parkas, like the ones you got sent to grade school in.
Yeah, the big tunnel.
Yep.
you go through.
Yep. The Kenny look.
Yeah.
And, you know, if I get that on with a hoodie underneath and a scarf and decent gloves, it really isn't that bad at all. It's your face. Because
Yeah.
when you get up to 25, 30 miles an hour, if it's 20,
Gotta-
20 degrees out,
You need a full face helmet then.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there
I
you
bought one, but it's I bought an extra large, but it's too small for my head.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a big bean,
I have a
so
big head.
you just need to go into a
What a
store
hit, baby.
and try them on
We
because
should
they
make
have
it-
big bean helmets.
Yeah.
Face mask.
Quit stuffing it with all that knowledge, and it'll go
E-face.
down to shrink a little bit.
Yeah. You mean if I was stupid, it would shrink?
Maybe.
Possibly. Who knows?
Yeah.
Then I'd have to give up some of my hobbies.
Just forget like a quarter of the punk bands you know about, and
There
that'll
you go.
clear out enough space for the rest
Yeah,
of your
clean some
life.
files out.
Yeah, but then how will he impress young people at
Oh,
parties?
it doesn't.
It doesn't impress me.
It doesn't.
You're good. It's
No
like one of
worries.
those things you keep around thinking that you'll need.
You're gonna
and
use it, and you never do.
We're just doing you a favor.
Yeah, I know.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Grandma's china plates one day.
This turned into an intervention.
That's funny because one of our and
Yeah,
that's
my
another
wife.
thing is
My
like,
wife just got a set of china.
yeah from a client.
From
Yep.
an amazing client.
Yeah, it's amazing
Yeah.
client, and it's like from 1913 or something.
1901.
1901. And I'm like, oh, they've lasted on this earth from 1901, and you're going to destroy them. Like, cool.
She's actually drinking out of the teacup right now.
That's the end of the line for them bad boys. Let me tell
She's
you.
like, we should just bring them out for everyone. And I go, so how much longer do you want to have those?
Right. I'm gonna put up a sheet and I just put a mark on them every time we lose a piece.
have a
Going
little
down, baby.
skull and crossbones
Yep.
stamp.
Have the whole little set.
She first gets them, and the first thing she does is she like grabs it, puts her pinky out. I'm like, you proper.
Yeah.
I've never had expensive cups to do this.
And no one realizes, but the only reason they do that is because the frickin' handles are only big
Small.
enough
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
for
fit your
3
fingers in it.
fingers.
Yeah. I couldn't even.
Got to put it somewhere.
I
you
couldn't
know?
even fit one finger in that.
Yeah. A thumb, like
Not
the
even.
first knuckle of your thumb, maybe.
Just kind of palm it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
So
one
what
of
do you,
these.
Brent? What have you done
What have I done?
this
Lots
year?
of flowers.
Let's see. So for this last year,
Did you add a grandbaby?
That went by. Yeah, it went by quick. Added another grandbaby to the list.
Yeah.
There's
Congratulations.
3.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah,
family
3
grows.
Grandkids. Yeah, that makes me feel old as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got.
But
We
yeah,
built some neat toys.
Yeah. Got some really cool toys. Got some really cool models. Got some really cool guns. Got some really cool everything.
Yeah, we've
I
had it all.
mean, can't really complain. Tattoo machines.
yeah.
Man.
been a
It's
good
been a
year.
really great year. Probably better than I deserve.
yeah.
I
I
don't
would
even know
agree
if
with
I'm on
that.
the good list, but I still got stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't talked about, and we vaguely thought about doing a video on this. Was that weird Soundwave machine that you got?
Oh yeah, Jack.
Yeah, I was just fiddling with it. I've gone through 3 amps because it's a machine that basically runs like a speaker runs. So it uses the sound wave, the hertz in the sound wave to no pun intended. I'll turn up the hertz. I swear.
That's gonna hurt more.
So anyway, it operates like the paper on a speaker. The way it vibrates, that's the way the needle will act. So that you change the tone going through it, it'll change the behavior of the needle. And I just got a new amplifier in. I keep the first one. I don't know what happened. I'm just,
that we're not
yeah.
got that. We're
that
not gonna count
one
that one against you.
is I don't know.
An
The sec-
electrical anomaly, right?
yeah, the second one I got,
was
I
more
shorted it out and I had it for like 3 minutes, and it was really stupid. It was totally my fault. So I just got another one, and was playing with it. So I'm itching to get somebody.
Maybe
underneath
somebody
that
get a Christmas tattoo after the Christmas party tonight.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm
That's an
saying
idea.
we should just get delivery and hang out here, but you
Yeah.
know.
I'm in.
I guess girls put on makeup, so they're
Well,
probably gonna.
and I'm one of those people where I like to sit down somewhere where I can order,
We have chairs.
and have silverware that's made of metal.
Oh,
So
you're so
old-fashioned.
Somebody
fancy.
come to the table,
Yeah. You can bark orders at us, and
You think they'll
We
let
can,
us?
we can
just
run
let
off
it-
like a waiter and never come back. Like,
Plus, the place we're going has a better wine selection than we do here.
You think they'll let us tattoo there?
I don't know.
no, it's a
We
pizza
could
place,
ask.
so pizza.
They have a
Tattoo
bar.
parlor.
They have a bar area, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
full-on bar.
There's a bathroom in there. We can set up in the bathroom and tattoo people.
That'll be cool. I'll float
They
the
won't know.
bartender a 50 and.
No, work in the kitchen like a true underground tattoo artist.
Kitchen magician.
What? Do you know who I am? I no longer work in kitchens, sir.
I've moved up to bathrooms.
Right. Way more exclusive.
Yes.
Yep.
I only work in attics.
Oh no,
addicts.
they're not
addicts
fun to work on. They don't
Anonymous.
show up. They're
Except
hard
when
to
I'm
keep up
doing
with.
biomechanical, I do that in the basement.
Yeah.
Basement strictly owned by your grandma.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
Strictly only.
we're kind of roommates.
Yeah, you know, she's my roommate.
So what do you want to do next year, DaVo?
Well, I mean, that was one of the things that the Axiom did is we saw an increase in business, saw a lot more people. We're seeing a lot more projects, a lot more people coming in and like not just like, I want to get my ear pierced. It's more of, I want to do some unique things with it. I want to have some unique jewelry. So, and I don't know. Shannon, we went from, I don't know. I've added so many pieces. I didn't really pay attention to how quickly I was adding them. But we've expanded tremendously when it comes to jewelry.
Yeah, your
and
inventory is
planning on
really
doing it
full.
more. We're gonna get more goldens in. We're gonna get all kinds of fun stuff.
That's exciting.
We're busting through
Cool.
the case we've got now. We need a new case.
Yeah.
hang another case or something.
might.
Gonna have to add on a new wing to Skin Kitchen, I guess.
There you go.
No, I've fallen into that trick before. No, not again. We learn from our mistakes. See, that's
We've got a couple of our prints up too.
we do it.
We'll put a hole in
yeah.
the wall, and then we'll add double. We'll double the rig.
Yeah, we
I've-
can take next door. It's cool.
again. I've fallen in for
then,
that trick before.
Can't have to have a new one.
But yeah, you guys got your prints done. I'm still
Yours is still a mystery.
working on mine. No, it's not. You saw me in there working on it one
I
night.
know. I still don't. I don't remember.
You
what it
just
was.
don't pay any attention to me.
And what they're talking about is we have a special running right now that you can come in and get. If you buy $100 gift card, you get 10% off. So it's $90. Plus, you get your choice of one of 3 limited edition numbered and signed prints by these guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Mine's up here, and Brent's is over there behind you.
Jimmy's, because I don't know how well it's coming up on the camera, and I don't know if I'll remember to get a copy. Put it up. Sometimes when I edit this one, it's like, okay, I need to do this before this person comes in 5 minutes. We went with the rat fank style.
Suitable for framing.
Yes.
Yes, and then Brent's is
Have a
in
cool
the
yule.
direction of
America.
Yeah, we have a lady.
Yeah.
Lady Liberty shooting a flamethrower with a golden eagle
Yeah.
shooting out of it.
And it's not a phoenix, even though it kind of looks like a phoenix.
Oh, it
it's
reads eagle to me.
totally a
Total eagle.
flamethrower eagle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, it's clear as day.
Very
just
rare.
to make sure that's it is. It's a little bit more rare than.
And my rat fink is not running over Rudolph. So don't go- he's running with Rudolph. He's,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Because-
that's a
and-
happy, not a terrified.
Yeah,
kid.
because in reality, if that was the case, he'd be standing right in front of it with his eyes wide open.
Yeah.
going,
Yeah,
Going, huh.
There'd be little deer parts on the rest of the cards.
Now he is rutting over the tree though.
Yeah, the
That is
tree,
correct.
it got
Yeah.
mag.
Well,
Them
that-
damn lights wouldn't
Santa
twinkle.
had some holiday cheer, and
Yeah, a little bit
he's-
too much eggnog, and
He's out being rowdy.
He looks
Yeah.
festive. It's
yeah, he's
awesome.
having a
But
ball.
this is after work, though.
Oh, totally. Yeah, this is like
So this is
This is
Santa
like-
hide. Maybe?
yeah, this is like the day after
You
Santa.
know, there's Santa
after
and then
Christmas.
there's Dr. Santa and Mr.
You know,
Mr.
I'm looking
Santa.
at his hands, and they are green, so maybe that's the Grinch.
He might have stole Santa's suit and
Yeah.
perpetrated again.
In person.
And this
He-
is why
he
you need
almost
one of
tricked
these
me.
prints. So you can
Almost.
spend days wondering.
Yeah, lots of stuff to look at.
Get your own now while you
Yes.
still can
Yep, they are numbered,
at here.
signed, and limited. So when we die, they're worth something, I guess. I don't know. Is that how
Yeah,
it works?
it won't be long the rate we're going. So this is short-term investing, and it's going to turn around like you would.
See, and
Mm-hmm.
we used to have a joke. A friend of mine would every time he would scratch, like we'd be playing records, and he'd scratch up, instead of putting the needle down. Like, I go, yep, increase the value of everybody else that owns that record now.
That's true.
Yep.
So you could buy like 10 of them and then just
Yeah.
throw 9 of them away. And
That
look,
was-
you've already increased the value 10 times.
That was the
Exactly.
trick. Yeah,
That was the
You
trick.
buy 2 and throw one away. And
Don't give all our secrets away, by the way.
no, more people need to do that because it's going to raise the value of the one you have that much more.
Yeah. Hunt down a list of all the people that get our numbered prints and then tear their prints up. And yours the only one left. So, I mean, you're limited edition, baby.
Yes.
And then you
one
can
off.
quit that stupid job.
Yeah, you can be rich.
Finally,
Yep.
you know,
You have literally $5s of dollars.
Skin Kitchen Axiom, body piercings, ways to be rich.
$5.
we're just trying to
I'm a
help.
five-a-naire.
We're looking out for your retirement fund.
Oh, I don't know. I think in a couple years, 8 to 10 would be not out of. I think that would be reasonable, $8 to $10.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Plus
You
all
can-
the cherished memories.
Right.
Because you can bring
And
it
the
out
story that goes
every
with it,
every year and hang it on the wall.
Yeah.
just with all the other decorations.
I mean, Brent's can come out twice a year, holidays and 4th of
you
July.
got 4th of July and Christmas. So
There you
it's,
go.
Yeah, he really kind of covered the whole.
he
Man,
nailed
that
it.
added value right there.
And you got
Boom.
the city of Des Moines in the background.
Oh my God!
Boom.
Boom,
Christmas
nailed
in
it.
July.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to bring it.
Well, it doesn't say Christmas, it just says Happy Holidays. That could be 4th of July.
Well, you
That's
know, I wanted to kind of keep all the holidays in there, not just the.
He doesn't like to discriminate and limit to one.
And you never know which holiday is going to be like, next.
Yeah.
Boxing Day and
Anything
or
could get
something
canceled
like
at any
that.
time,
So that just kind of covers it until holidays period. Or
Yeah.
Plus, let's face it,
Till we
the
outlaw
whole
them.
point of holidays is to have people around you and take some time and appreciate them,
I think that's
And
why
drink.
they're trying to get rid of
regardless
them.
of what the
Right.
hell you call it.
Huh.
Yeah, are you supposed to hang out with people or people that you like?
Generally, it's a little combination of both, depending on your family structure.
Usually you have to tolerate the ones you don't like to
There's
be
always
around
one.
the ones you
That's what
like.
the alcohol's for,
That's how we became a family.
right?
Yeah.
That was the
Lots of
ongoing.
it.
That was an old Joey Jorgensen joke. It's like, I need some Christmas in my drink, and that was his ongoing thing because he could tolerate his family better.
That's cool. We're like
At
the
least that's
Owls
what I
with
got out
toys.
of it. Might have
Yeah.
been something completely different.
No, I'm sure it was the family thing. Just kidding. I'm sure they're going to see this.
Yeah,
But you
I
never
haven't talked to any
know.
of them in a while.
They could type your name into the algorithm of the world, and then
you are.
everything comes up that you're attached to, and bam, you're
you go.
fucked.
Yep, you're a hater. I'm just kidding.
Jorgensen's family never talked to you again.
I haven't talked to any of them since.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
That was
So,
that was the joke.
not really
David.
upset about it,
But that's okay.
or not.
But,
Not upset about it, but I'm not really concerned.
I was hoping not. That's kind of why I brought it up in a roundabout
I know.
way.
I know. Now we're just
I didn't really know how to
we're
get
going
to
around
it.
in a circle.
Yeah.
As the
Yeah.
days turn on the Isle of Misfit Toys.
Well, all we really want to do is drink and party tonight. So
So I'm gonna put you guys on the spot. What's like one tattoo that kind of stands out to you for the year?
Whew. If the years didn't blur together so much.
They all do run together. Off the top of my head, I would have to say probably the underwater leg sleeve I've been working on. On that young lady it's been about a year we've been working on it. We got one more little piece on the inside back of her thigh, and then we'll be done with it.
And you're talking about the one that starts out with an
Yep,
octopus.
goes the octopus
Okay.
all the way down to the sunken
Nice
ship.
lady too.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's a great customer, man. She's
Son of a
tons
bitch.
of fun.
Right? What a question.
There's so many good ones though. It's hard to pick.
I know,
you know?
but there's just like I'm going for the spontaneous.
Yeah,
Something just kind of.
And I got great customers. My buddy Kyle, I did
Yeah.
that Reaper sleeve on. That sleeve is amazing.
Hootie
I love
Ghost.
that one. Yeah, the Hootie Ghost.
Who'd it go?
And he's a great dude. I made a great friend out of him. Like, we stay in touch, and he comes over for Thanksgiving and whatnot. Man, we have a ball. I try to do that with a lot of my customers. I wind up being buddies with them. It's
Yeah.
just kind of how it goes.
Fuck me. I don't know.
the
Damn,
one that always impresses me, and you've been working on it for probably
Oh, the muscle and
15 years.
bionic.
that guy? Yeah. Well, that's been going on for so long that I can't really count that one for the
He's like the
year.
decade.
But he did flash through my head because it's always fun to see him and just see how this is all going and just how committed he is to
That's a
doing
great piece too.
Yeah.
Man, it's so cool.
it's one of those things like I never want it to end, but I can't wait till it's done.
Right.
Because so that is always fun. He freaking teases me though. He'll come in for like 2 or 3 hours, regular, and then he'll just go away. And I'm like, oh man,
What happened to him? Then boom, he's back.
I'm like, I know that he didn't hear that far, but maybe it was as bad as I.
He's
think
like
it
summertime. You know what I mean?
was. And then he pops back in.
Yep.
I think we
Turns
all
out-
have clients like that where we just see
Yeah.
them consecutively, like week after week or month after month, and then all of a sudden they just vanish.
and they just ghost you, man.
Well, they
And
have
it's
stuff
like,
come up.
it's just like, did I do something wrong? Did
Yeah.
something turn out the wrong way? Or it just,
yeah, we
Yeah.
have great
You really
stuff.
did
met
something happen to them? Because you start to kind of
Right.
Yeah.
care about these people and
Yeah.
they become kind of a part of your routine.
Yeah, well,
And
yeah,
It's kind of weird.
yeah. Well,
So-
you get to know them as a human being, not an NPC getting in your way while you're driving. So
Right.
yeah, when something happens to them or
It affects us.
you notice it,
Yeah.
And first thing
They're kind of like
hope is
extended
that.
family, your customers. Because like for us, I know because we spend so much time with them.
So maybe that's something people should do for the holiday. Go in, see your artist.
Yeah,
or
or
just
stop
get work
by,
done,
say
just stop by and
hello.
say hi.
Yeah,
Drop
throw
off,
an email. at
drop
least.
off a fruit
Yeah.
cake or something.
email.
Yeah, there goes
anything.
DaVo trying
Yeah,
to
trying to get the food.
feed the diabetes.
Here we go.
A bottle of booze,
Yeah, for some
There you go.
fruit cake,
something
Just
of
let us
dust.
Take photos of your
Yeah.
field.
angel dust.
art.
Yeah.
Dust.
There you go.
Well, just to pop in or send an email, let us know you're doing okay.
And we'll do the same.
we will do the same.
We
think
won't.
about
We
you.
won't.
Well,
We'll-
Jesse might because she does the front. We're not allowed to touch the computer.
I mean,
She doesn't
Yeah.
even use a computer. It's an iPad.
iPad. Well, last time I touched it, I messed it up, so I'm not even allowed near it.
that's
You're
probably the
using
best.
it wrong.
I'm only allowed to use my iPad, and that's because it only has drawing on it.
And I do call and check on them because I
Yeah.
get invested in their lives.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Is just like, because it's kind of an awkward thing for us to contact because it's like, hey, buddy, we want you to come in and spend money. But usually a lot of times it's like, man, I haven't seen them forever.
No, yeah, it's
Do a wellness check,
a genuine thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm bad about that even with my non-client type friends.
Yeah.
So.
You
I'm
know,
horrible at keeping in touch.
me too. I'm
I'm awful.
I've got a bunch of guilt that I'm going to have to pay for later in life for not
No, the New Year's
keeping
coming
in
up. But we get to fresh and clean again.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, it works like Jesus?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
All the bad stuff I did this year is over. I start a new year with a fresh slate. Yay, I'm going to be bad
Yay,
again.
me.
That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was going to say too, one thing that kind of gets you, connect to these people and actually, hope that they're fine when you stop seeing them is you end up, if you tattoo someone for long enough, you tattoo their spouse and their kids and their parents and their friends, and you start knowing all these connections between these different people. And you have people talking about their kids and school and if they're doing good or bad, and they're in college and they're getting married, and they're coming in to see you, and it really builds this whole deeper backstory. And you really, although they might be seeing you for the first time, they know you as you're the guy who's been decorating my dad and my mom. And, so they've heard a lot about me, I'm sure. And I've heard a ton about them. So it builds this kind of neat, comfortable thing because they completely trust me at that point because of, their folks, and they've, I'm sure, told them, you're not going anywhere for your first one at least. They're going to him. And so it really builds that kind of, bond, whether they get tattooed by me anymore or not. It's kind of beyond that. You get that really neat backstory.
It's like being back in the day, one of them old school family physicians, like everybody in the family goes to that doctor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're invested in that family. You know that family. You know the history. Like you've seen their kids. You remember tattooing them when their kid was born.
Yeah.
You remember them when their kid went off to college. You remember their kids having their first kid. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Some of these, I've had some clients that I knew them when they were single, and then as they got married, and then as they had their child, and then I tattooed that child 18 years later.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing, dude. It really is.
It's just one of those things, I guess, when you start your career doing anything or whatever, you just don't really think of that
longevity
aspect of things,
That's awesome.
getting to know those people that long, and then you realize, man, those people must really trust me. It's just kind of a neat feeling. It's kind of, it's a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not pressure. It's, it fills you with, it just makes you want to do your best because you don't want to let these people down.
Because you're more connected.
Yeah.
And everything you do, you don't want to make these people liars, because that they're telling their friends, hey, Jack will take care of you. He'll do a great job. He does a wonderful job. And you don't want to make these people liars, So it's kind of a neat thing that keeps you grinding and wanting to do your best. I think
you want to give everybody that great experience,
Yeah. So
I guess if I had a favorite project this year, and it's Promatic, and she's on the edge, I think, of taking it out if she hasn't already.
It's a what?
Was her floating industrial? That was so fun
yeah.
to do, to bend and do, etc. And then I let her anodize the jewelry, and it was not that cool.
The first time I anodized the jewelry, it was great. And then we had to go and put a little loopy-doo in there because we wanted to. So then I kind of burnt it. I tried to get like this teal color, and now it's like charcoal.
Well, she's not cooking the turkey next year.
No.
That's my job.
Yeah.
Hamburgers.
Nailing the turkey.
Yeah, I guess
the
that
deep
is
fryer.
one thing.
No hamburgers either. You burnt them too.
I sure did.
I see a pattern forming.
Yes.
I think we just started offering anodizing jewelry this year.
Yep.
So that's something we did add.
You guys have got that down now.
So so tell us about that, David.
Yeah.
Anodizing, boys and girls, is when you take a piece of metal, which is usually titanium, niobium, aluminum. They usually end with the
Shiny,
Yeah.
shiny
All the
polished metals
metals.
for all you kids
Yeah,
out there.
you put it in a electrolyte bath, and then you apply different
Plants crave that.
levels of voltage to it.
Are there bombs involved?
No, but it's
Nope.
electrifying.
But it's electrifying.
Can you shock yourself?
Wow.
Yes, you can.
That's neat.
And basically, what it does, it oxidizes the surface and changes the reflection of the light, but it doesn't change the material itself.
Okay.
So it's innate. I guess that's
So it's not quite alchemy, but it's pretty close.
We're knocking on the door, baby.
You can
you're-
get basically 20 or so colors, plus you can get the shades between them.
So
You've
you
only
would
gotten
be
the fool's gold, not real gold.
so
Yeah.
you would be considered a warlock then?
I call
Yeah,
it
somewhere.
wizardry, you know,
Wizard. And so if someone has a piece of jewelry and they want it to turn colors, you'll do that.
And a man.
Yep.
Huh.
It's like, it's like our own Harry Potter or Dingledorf or Dorferdorf.
I don't think.
Dingledorf.
I don't.
I don't know.
Pretty
what
sure
their
it's
name is.
Dingledorf.
Sorry, I didn't watch the movies, man. My
And see,
bad.
the problem is,
Sure
is
you
that it can be a complicated process, mainly because the temperature changes in the room, air pressure, all those things can affect how cold the actual bath is, affects how the effect, that.
He's a fucking
voltage.
warlock, bro.
Does the
I'm telling
moon
you, he's a
phase?
wizard,
You have
dude.
to tune it.
He doesn't
Does
let
the
us see his
moon
wizard
phase
stick,
come into
but
play?
The moon phase.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know.
about
Maybe
leap
the
years?
gravitational pull of the sun. I don't know.
Yeah. Mm.
the moon's
I
got a
don't
little
know.
pull
I don't
too.
know.
I told you that was a pentagram, not tribal.
I did. Another thing I accomplished.
Well, I didn't know.
Another thing I accomplished in last year is I didn't buy a new camera.
Ooh,
The channel and the studio bought a new camera, but
okay. That's a good way to put
I
it.
didn't buy a new
that's a
camera.
good way to put it.
That's true.
Okay, so Brent, what flower did you like best? This year?
What flower do I like best?
How you doing there, florist?
I'd say the Dragon Lady, Jody.
Yeah. She's awesome.
Yeah, she is really awesome. She came in. It was a little over a year ago to get like a small dragon tattoo or on the arm, small-ish, I say, because now she's getting like 2 sleeves. But yeah, she's pretty much just became like a regular, and she's really cool, really fun.
She always brings great snacks.
Yes, always bringing us snacks, and yeah, just the room lights up. It's good entertainment, and I get to do a fun tattoo.
Yeah, she's a ton of fun. We love her.
It's awesome. Yeah, can't complain.
And I think people don't really understand. I don't know about you guys, but like if I look at the schedule at the beginning of the day and I've got a bunch of appointments, my mood could kind of be affected by what those first 3 or 4 are.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely like I see.
And
what
it's like if you have a
customers are
client that you
commenting on.
know and you recognize and you're pretty much sure that they're gonna,
They're gonna make your day, man.
it's gonna set everything off right.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely. You're in a
Yeah.
great mood knowing they're coming.
So we do think about these things, people.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
dude.
That is
You guys
right.
make our day a lot of times.
I tell people too when they ask, what's your favorite thing to do? And I'm like, it's not really what I'm doing. It's the person I'm tattooing that really
Yeah.
is the difference. Because if I'm tattooing, I'm happy.
Yeah,
It all starts at good.
Yeah.
If you've got a great client that you work great with and you have
Even
good
better.
chemistry with and working relationship with, time just zooms by.
It does.
it really
But
does.
if you have a client that's difficult, unsure, tentative, doesn't communicate well, is always fidgeting and doesn't,
Yep.
you could be tattooing the most fun tattoo in the world, and it's the worst day
Yeah.
ever.
You
Makes
spend
it
an hour on
difficult.
them. It's like, has it been all day? Like, how long? When's an hour up? Jeez. you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's really just the experience because
Yeah.
man, if I'm tattooing, I'm already.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
good,
I would tattoo a silicone arm if I didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Like, I like to tattoo,
Yeah.
but the fact that I like the person I'm putting it on and they're like viable to talk back to, it makes it way better.
and just has that good. You understand each other really good.
Yeah.
There's no question of what they're wanting, or they're not being wishy-washy or giving you kind of mixed signals and hoping that you'll just fill in the blanks because they don't really know either.
Yeah.
That just makes me unsure because I don't have this specific way that I think tattoos look the best. And if you just let me, then I'm gonna do it this way. I really base it on, what the tattoo is and what would look good in that style and what the person already has or what they're wanting. So
What their vision is.
yeah, because
And it's
people,
that collaborative part that makes
Yeah.
it special.
you tell 10 people in a room, think of a wolf. you know, they're going to be 10 different wolves.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so when someone comes in and says, I want a wolf right here. Okay.
What kind?
How are you seeing this wolf? Like a decal on a hot rod with flames coming out of the head?
Duran.
Yeah,
Is it
right.
hungry?
Is it,
ate lately?
headshot looking straight on? Are we looking at the moon?
Yep.
You know, so
Well, he used to didn't have to do this, but I broke his magic 8-ball. I'm sorry. And we're still in the process of trying to find another one to replace it. But
yeah, it's rough.
time being, you know, you guys got to work with him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm coming
Sources
around.
point to
But,
yes.
but yeah, the more confident I am that I know that I'm giving you what you want, the more fun and better the tattoo is.
What about you, Shannon? What's been your favorite thing?
The elf ears.
Ears.
Yeah, I mean,
And hopefully everybody can hear you. So
yeah, work related, being here, probably building pretty good clientele. I've had a couple of people who have been really excited about doing different projects and stuff. There is a set of winky face
She bring this up.
nipple piercings out there, which I'm extremely excited about, and a wonderful person too.
explain to the listening audience what
Okay.
a winky
What a winky
face
face
is.
So a winky face, nipple piercing, which I don't know if I'm like.
No, you're
coining
allowed
or
to call it
not.
that. It's called
But
nipple.
yeah,
You can
I'm
say
coining
nipple.
it. So anyways,
Nipple.
I said fuck
it's
earlier.
a winky face thing, but
Another
basically
beep.
one would be vertical and the other one's horizontal, so it's kind of got that.
Looks like it's
It's
winking
cool.
at
Look
you.
like winking. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that was a really fun project. I've increased my age of clientele, which is awesome. My eldest client came in to me and she is 78 years old. So
Bam.
Nice.
Yeah.
that's
Cool.
awesome, and she's a great person too.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Your
just
tattoo collection has grown this year, too.
absolutely, it sure has.
Starting
yeah.
to look like one of us.
I know, it's awesome.
She's an
kinda
imposter.
Working on the legs right now. So yeah, I got my leg piece working on some mycology stuff, some mushroom stuff. So which I'm a big
You
foreigner.
got your Fear and Loathing piece.
Yes, Jack put on an awesome Fear and Loathing piece that I
That was really
absolutely love. We'll have to take photos of these and put them on the website or something so you guys can see. 'Cause
Yeah, the
Yeah.
crew
awesome.
tattoos.
Yes,
Yeah.
We've
for
talked
sure.
about that. That
what we
is
do later
one of-
tonight.
And I love it when viewers and listeners give us ideas for topics. The only thing the reason why a lot of things don't get made is because we all work full time. We have limited time to sit down and prepare. And a lot of these times, some of the stuff, like one of the ones we want to do, and hopefully we'll get to, is we're going to kind of feature each one of us and have us go through our tattoos and modifications and talk about them a little bit and why they're important to us without revealing too much personal information.
I'm an open book.
Yeah, man, what do you want to know?
I sucked a guy's dick once.
$20 is $20.
So I was in Mexico this one time, and
Hey, it was right
For a
there. I might as well
hamburger,
try it.
out of money, and I had to get back across the border.
Mom said I was too picky about what I put in my mouth.
Then you refuse the hamburger.
Yeah, but otherwise, I've just been checking off a bunch of stuff off my list. I'm pretty much
Checking it twice.
yeah. So soon enough, I guess I'll be able to pierce almost everything.
Almost everything, yeah.
Almost everything. Bring me challenges, those. Seriously.
Pierce the world.
Yeah.
the world.
Got holes to poke.
A majority of
With
what we
this-
do here, she's qualified.
Yeah,
to
she
do.
pierced her sweater.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Jesse's sweater. Here.
It's got a septum piercing.
Santa's got a rock and roll nose, baby.
Badass Santa.
Septum.
They didn't want Rudolph to show him up, that stupid glowing nose.
Yeah.
It's just where he just blew it too much from doing too many drugs. It's cool.
You guys match.
That's why it's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're all in festive wear for the
Christmas
for the
sweaters.
listeners. We all have on our Christmas type style holiday sweatshirt / sweater or whatever. I guess I'm the only
We're
one.
all
that's with a
sweaters. Your sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Perpetrating a fraud over there.
It's printed like it's a sweater though, so
Yeah. They
And then
tried.
we have headgear on too. So yeah, it's
Got 3 Santas and a couple deer and an elf.
and and Jess did a fabulous job decorating the set for us.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, Jess.
She's
Fuck you,
fantastic
Jessie.
at that stuff.
Fuck you too, Jack.
Well,
Yeah.
she didn't even
Oh,
use
the
any
love.
of her own hair tinsel. To
I was gonna say,
No,
hey, is
no,
that
this
pencil in
this
your
is all
hair?
own. Yeah, right.
I got more tinsel
No,
in my
She
Hair
still has the
tinsel was
festive season in her hair. Well, we're getting ready we're taking off to Florida. A lot of us. DaVo
Yeah.
opted out. He doesn't
Here's
like
the
going
deal.
on vacation with us.
Here's the deal.
I don't want to go somewhere where I know I'm not going to have a good time, and I end up making everybody else not have a good time.
You're the only one that's responsible for your good time, though. You're an adult.
but I know how I react to being on a beach.
don't be on a
Sand
beach.
Angels.
There's
I know
called
you guys all
Ubers,
say that, but
Ubers and rental cars, and you go wherever the hell you want.
Yeah, we
bring
could
your
hook up
bike.
for dinners and maybe
Yeah.
have a day where we fuck off together. But
Yeah.
you know, whatever. It's too late
Whatever.
now. Screw you.
Yeah, screw you. We're all going to the beach for fucking Christmas. Woo! We'll be
Near
sending
the
you
beach.
pictures of warm stuff.
See,
know-
it's a Midwestern thing, maybe. I don't know, but when I go places, I want stuff to do the whole time.
No
We're
way.
in Florida. You got
I
Disney
I don't want to
thought-
World,
sit
you got
anywhere, read a
Epcot.
book,
I
or
thought
any of
that's
that.
I
Yeah, I've
thought
got-
that's what I wanted in a vacation, and then a few years ago when I went to Florida for the first time, St. Pete, and there was nothing really. I did just hanging out, not having a schedule, walking
Relaxing.
down to the beach for a while, grabbing a drink, getting a massage. You know, oh, let's walk down the street to this coffee shop, and
Yeah.
it was so awesome.
It's nice
I
to
just can't
relax
do that.
Nice, relax.
and do
Well, I
things
mean, we
on a
are in
whim.
Florida. That's why we
Yeah,
picked
I
it. You got
can't do that.
Disney World or Epcot. You got Universal Studios. You got
Yeah.
the beaches.
and
You got
it's-
Busch Gardens. You
It's
got
a little ways away, but I digress on that
An hour
kind of
and a half.
stuff. Yeah, and then you have to do reservation. Don't even get me
Whatever.
started on Disney right now.
there's Busch Gardens.
Oh, that's a whole other
Universal.
podcast.
Yeah, that's a whole other
Yeah, that's 2 more podcasts, guys. So stay tuned.
100
Davo's
reasons why
feelings.
We'll listen to
doesn't
Davo run
go
down
to
Disney.
Disney World again.
Yeah.
against Disney's.
Right after a fashion feature of Davo's.
See what happens when I get to that point on a vacation. I wasn't even. Is somebody saying something?
No.
Okay. The problem is when I get on a vacation and there isn't something that I'm planning and looking forward to doing. When it goes into this, like, oh, let's just lounge by the pool. What I start doing is looking for ways to go do stuff.
Get antsy.
And then I yell and scream about how I'm spending money on crap I don't want to do just because there's nothing to do here. So I know that, and I know that doesn't do well. Other people tend to not enjoy
Remember,
it.
kids, this is why he's not going on vacation
If
with
there's
us.
a beach and a bar near close, I
We're
don't
happy.
need anything else.
See me, no.
Yeah.
no. I want
Don't
to see.
need
I
We
want
got
my
a hot
picture.
tub, a heated
I want
pool.
my picture next to something. I want to
TV.
see the elephant. I want something.
We'll take your picture
See,
there, whatever you want.
that's a trip. That's a trip, not a
and
vacation.
that's
Yeah.
the kind of vacation
I like
that
trips.
I relax more on that than I would be sitting around.
We could
Yeah.
take a picture of you. Where this is us leaving Davo on the side of the road
Well,
for graping.
New-
This is us leaving Davo in Florida.
Exactly.
we'll
And
have to
it's
bring
just
a
like
portrait.
it's just I don't want to be that guy on the vacation.
Numerically, you're closer to death, so I could see how you're kind of antsy to
Yeah,
get
you're like
see
old
and
person.
stuff.
Oh man, I'm planning on living forever, or dying.
Well, that's
good
what
luck.
all almost dead
He should
people say.
want to go to Florida then.
Give me.
Right. I mean, we're trying to get you closer to where you're going to retire, man.
Last place on the planet I would retire. is
We were going to
probably
take you around
He's
like your
already
business retirement home.
I used to joke about how I was going to retire to Orlando and become like an extra on the Pirates of the Caribbean
I thought-
ride.
Yeah.
And I'll just become a cast member.
sucks.
Then I
This ride
realized
You waited in line for this?
I didn't want to.
Keith Richards sucks.
And see, I know enough about myself to know, and I encourage anybody else that ever feels this way. It's like, yeah, I'm bringing this down.
Yeah.
That to go, you know what? I'm not going to enjoy that. That's not what I want to do.
It's not a
right
trip
now.
for everyone.
No, it's not.
And I
Just a fun
shouldn't
time,
do
people.
that because I'm going to ruin it for everyone.
Thank
Don't
you
bring
for
your
your
little
sacrifice,
Yes, thank you for
Davo.
your sacrifice.
I don't want to be Davo Downer.
We don't want the needle bringing Davo to pop our little balloons over our good time.
What if we would have
I'll
been?
cry.
What if we were going to Alaska?
That I would love to see because I've never seen Alaska. You get what I'm
this
saying? I've
fucker's
seen
an idiot.
Florida.
See, it's cold here.
It's
the
cold.
reason
We're
we're going
going away,
to
it's
Florida because it's not cold, and he would travel
To
in
somewhere
shit
colder.
weather to get to a place that's colder.
Because I haven't seen that.
I'm
and
so
I can
glad you're not
But there's
coming
nothing
to
to see.
Florida.
It's going to be all white. It's
Experience.
covered in snow. It's winter in Alaska.
It's a beach. There's sand.
Now, see, I want to see Alaska too, but not
Yeah.
in the middle of the winter.
Well, I didn't say.
No,
yeah.
I want to see it in
A
summer.
fishing trip would be cool to Alaska.
Right?
Yeah, but I like
A
fishing. I
cruise.
just don't like catching and cleaning.
How about a
Yeah.
cruise?
And I'm not
Yeah.
really a big fan of
Yeah.
eating either.
You can do a cruise. You can
Yeah,
hang
but
a
there's
fishing
beer.
line off of it. Doesn't even have to
Yeah,
touch the
there you
water
go.
because you're not catching anything. Doesn't matter.
I would just
Drinks.
personally like to see like
And
there's a cruise that you can take. You know,
Yeah, that's
Alaska
what I'm saying.
cruise. Yeah.
that
That'd be
goes
cool.
up and it takes you into the harbor where the glaciers are dropping off.
They
That
had
I
one
would like
recently
to
hit
see.
an iceberg. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Didn't
I
hurt
think
it, but
that happened before. I think.
yeah, that was a Titanic.
Right. I think I heard about
But
that.
I mean, like, I'm thinking about, like, I was talking to my kid the other day, and he's all like, he went to Ohio, and he I gave him all these kind of jokes about. It's like, oh, this time you got to be the bandit. This time you got to be the bandit because he brought back beers I can't find here.
Oh.
Cool.
Absolutely did not understand the reference at all.
Yeah.
Really?
And I know he's seen that movie.
Smokey and the Bandit. Come on, dude.
Yeah, and
Classic.
there's Bandit 3 where Burt Reynolds said, I ain't doing this anymore.
Yeah.
And Jerry Reed, who's possibly the most underrated singer-songwriters, actors ever, was that was this big build-up in half the movie.
Yeah.
I gets to be it.
Although it's ultimately his responsibility to see cultural films
iPhones.
Yeah.
and stay up to date. The next person in line is you, DaVo. I think you might have failed him as a father.
Yeah, I think I've shown
You
it
didn't
to
strap him down and
I
make
mean,
him
you
watch it?
deserve at least some.
Maybe I just made him watch the first one. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I've been thinking about going to Portland because there's like 101. Well, the whole point of this is he
You wanna see
talked
where
about how
Nirvana
none of his
started?
friends were that excited when they went to the breweries. And like, I'm the only other person he knows that gets excited by this stuff.
to go to
So-
a brewery.
Yes.
There's beer at a brewery.
There's lots of beer in Florida. They have the Anheuser-Busch down there.
Yeah.
See, that's just
That's
showing
not
the
beer. That's waterized.
Oh, jeez. They
That
have a lot
illustrates
of
what I'm
craft beer
talking
down there,
about.
too.
the decline of Western society better than
Whatever.
anything.
Yeah, the shrinking.
Young men going to a brewery and not finding a good time.
Yeah, what's wrong with you people?
Because they're all into
Get
cocktails.
drunk, have fun.
That's the thing is like the younger kids are all into booze now.
No, booze.
Booze,
Yeah,
booze.
booze.
Hardcore.
Booze.
Hardcore, like liquor.
So like I'm
I
thinking,
barely know her.
I don't even know her.
I've been thinking about taking him to Portland where there's like 101 craft beer breweries or something like that. Plus there's a bunch of wineries around there where they make actual.
I don't want to go
wine.
nowhere with people whining.
That's more interesting.
Yeah. And there's probably somewhere good to protest too there.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah. Well,
Hang your sign out, drink a beer. It'll be
Yeah.
cool.
Get to know
Whatever you're
some
into.
angry
need
people.
some lovely,
Yeah.
odd people.
Everybody's
Yeah.
sad there. It's cool. It rains all the time. It'll
And-
be great.
Yeah.
No,
You can see where
that's
Nirvana came
Seattle.
from.
Seattle's.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
go-
it's funny. The last time I was in Seattle, it didn't rain the entire time I was there.
What?
Of course, you ruined
It's
it.
because I
There
was
you
there.
go. You were there. Take that, global warming.
Yeah, but I have to say that after I went at the Space Needle and did the touristy crap, I was like, "Yep, I'm ready
Time
to
to go.
leave." And I started spending money.
Look, this is where
crap.
Nirvana started.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
care.
I
They
guess
suck.
I guess I'll go in here and spend
Think-
money on
think-
this meal I don't want.
Think about how much you miss by trying to see everything.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You're
You
missing
miss
the
everything
opportunities.
important by trying to
Yeah.
see everything.
Yeah.
Could have met your next best friend.
But see, that's the thing is like people say like, "Oh, you could just read a book."
No, fuck
no,
that.
That's lame.
No,
Those
no,
are
no.
idiots.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's retarded.
I
gone
agree
off
with-
the rails. I hope you
'Cause
guys
you know
have a
I'm
lovely,
right.
lovely, lovely time. And
I would
actually,
like
when
to
this is
lead, not to
airing,
read.
you guys are going to be down there.
Huh?
You guys are going to be down there in the
Yes.
Florida when this airs.
Ah,
Criminals.
Waka flocka apocalypse.
We'll be hanging out with a fat man on the
Florida's
sand, getting a
ground
tan,
zero.
baby.
Well, me and Shannon anchor the
We're here
place
slaving
to make
away.
sure-
Hold down the fort.
Freezing
Yeah.
to death in the snowstorms.
The weirdest thing about it is I think you guys are going for 5 days, right?
Mhm.
I think you guys are not here one day that we're normally open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, it worked
My
out.
wife is a
that
master
wasn't.
planner.
Yeah, that wasn't an accident.
No,
That was
we're real good at that. Well, Jesse is.
planned.
Did you see the weather coming up while we're down there and they're up here? You guys are going to be like negative and 1 and stuff like that. It's going to be like 60s and 70s for us.
See, I
That
see
also
that
was
as an,
planned.
I see that as an advantage.
What, freezing to death?
No, if people moved up here, if it was between 60 and 78 degrees every day, we'd
Perfect.
Be
We'd ride
inundated
motorcycles
with
every day. It would be
tons of
tan. It'd be
people.
so much fun.
Yeah, it'd be a shithole. It
Yeah,
keeps
exactly.
the riffraff out.
Yeah,
Well, you know.
it's the troll under the bridge.
That's why they have
Yeah.
the nice places like that for us to visit when it's crappy here.
What, you want to look like San Francisco? Have you
No,
seen?
San Francisco sucks. Nobody said anything about San
The
Francisco.
only thing
Let's
about
leave
San
it out.
Francisco that's good is
Is
the
one day
weather.
there's going to be a great earthquake.
and that isn't that often.
Right. So there.
It'll become its own island.
Not often enough.
That's another thing I want. Like if you like, let's go to Big Sur. I want to see Big Sur. I want to see the redwoods. That's something I want to
I've
see.
seen it.
I've seen
I've
them.
seen the freaking ocean. Yeah, it's water. And it
close.
goes on forever.
That's not the point.
The waves roll
Yeah, I
in,
know.
the waves roll out.
There's
Yeah.
delicious, overpriced drinks near the water.
Yes.
Yes,
And people watching to do.
I can do that here.
Food.
And
No,
Yeah,
I'll
seafood.
pass on that for me, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sword
and when
fishing?
I think seafood, I don't think the Gulf Coast as much as I think like the Pacific.
Wow, all the shrimp and stuff comes from the Gulf Coast.
Pacific has some
Louisiana.
better tasting seafood, I would say.
Exactly.
A lot of it comes from Atlantic
I
cod.
love my Gulf food, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
My
But that's about all they got.
tuna.
And there's nothing like being on. That was one of the best parts about Seattle was being on the Sound at a restaurant outside and using a big giant mallet to break up crabs.
Mm.
So
That's
they
fun.
crawl right up out of the social. You just hit them at the head.
Pretty much, just
That's
right
cool.
into the pot.
I'm allergic, so I don't eat any of that.
I know. You're missing out on the best part of this.
Oh, I had it before I got allergic to it. I just developed it later on. It
Weird.
snuck up on me. I'm eating shrimp, loving them, and all of a sudden, I can't breathe.
Not cool.
Yeah, that's not
Not
something to
fun.
repeat. So, anything that you guys have in the works that you're really excited about other than vacation?
I haven't thought much further than that.
I've been working on this erection for a while.
It's going to get there, promise, by the time one day happens.
It's a little touch and go, but it's,
There's that. There's that and the tank.
Oh, yeah,
you're
the
working on
tank
the tank.
vehicles.
yeah, I've been sucked into that world, having tons of fun with it. But yeah, just scratch building a tracked vehicle to do something mischievous with at some point.
To move that erection around.
Yeah, that
sounds
could be
good.
good. Like put a heat seeker on.
Pull
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure something like that. If I don't get arrested first, will be somewhere down the line. Yeah.
Well,
but
just deny everything. That's what I do when I get arrested.
that's my hope. Well, I think the chances rise pretty good once I put remote control on my 1,500-pound mower.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to be
there we
fun.
go.
Yeah.
No, that
That's going
could
to be a lot of fun.
that could get bad.
The yard's gonna get done though.
We're going to run over some stuff.
Yeah, I still need to learn how to put in a kill switch.
Ugh.
I should look into that.
Just have it bogged down, like motor it down a little bit so when it
Seems
runs
like
over
it
something
should be-
important, it bogs down and we can catch
Just
it.
throw things in front of it, and eventually it'll get stuffed up.
It
Here's
can
the
go
neighbor's
faster than
dog.
I can run.
Sacrificial log.
Here's the neighbor. Here's the, we'll just
I
slow down.
would say some type of a mechanism that shuts power, and then a really long steel cable, so that if it gets to a certain point, it
Just a
pops.
linear thing.
Turns it off.
Yep.
That's not practical.
No.
Just an idea.
Yeah, no, I like the idea.
I think it'd be more interesting if it runs into the neighbor's yard and they got to chase around from it and stuff. I think it'd be
Yeah.
funny.
It shouldn't be hard.
I'm trying to stop it.
There's a switch you can buy that if it loses the signal to the radio,
It stops.
it'll kill it.
Yeah,
I just need to find one.
They're just so
it'd
not
be even
excited.
better if you could program it so that it just returns to you.
Oh,
that
I
could be
could
scary too.
I could put a
Yeah, but it's in the
GPS.
way.
You know,
That's a
like
movie.
drones. You know,
Yeah.
like,
It is. I could put a GPS on it and do waypoints and
That'd
be
do return home and everything.
So you could
Just
do a
don't get in the
follow
way of
me mower.
Yeah, you could do follow me. I mean, anything that a drone has,
Cool.
you can get online and buy the module.
As long as you're not in the path of it returning.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
actually,
saying.
that'd be a
like,
fun practical joke. You have a receiver and you just put it in somebody's back pocket.
and it
Turn
just
on.
mower follows them.
It's like a heat seeker for the
we
lawnmower.
have the technology.
I am pretty
Oh, you gotta
convinced.
check
though.
this out.
I am pretty convinced though that I'm going to put a skeleton like he's riding the zero turn, put his hands on because the sticks will still be moving,
That'd be awesome.
and put a motor in his neck so he can move his head and freak out the neighbor a little bit.
Man, that makes me wish that you lived like on a busy
I
next to
know.
a busy highway or something.
Right.
You know?
Well,
Nothing
because
says I couldn't
What
take
would
it
be
up the
really
road.
fun is
Once
like
the word gets out, we'll just ready him out.
Uh-oh.
like
Be
a
good for
giant-
parades.
Like
yeah.
a giant Barney.
Barney
Oh,
sucks.
Barney. Okay.
Yeah, just doing it.
Put a Teletubby on it.
Yeah,
Mm.
one of those annoying.
I mean, if we're
things.
going Barney, we might as well go like big set of tits.
Yeah.
Well, why
Just a
not?
big set
Yeah,
of tits
make it
on the mower. Why not?
Tittysaurus Rex.
Let's get weird.
Everybody likes
fun.
it.
Just
On a
be
big
soft.
spring like a hula girl.
The lawn doesn't get mowed, but man, it looks
Yeah.
great.
My yard's pretty bumpy. It could get pretty
the
rowdy.
lines are
Yeah,
kind of
rough.
like this.
Yeah.
man.
Hey, but look at
Yeah.
the tits, you know.
Don't bring the kids by. This is like R-rated here.
I might, maybe.
That Billy from Saw. You can just put Billy on there.
Oh.
Little
Yeah,
Very
that would be
yellowy.
creepy.
That'd be super creepy.
Huh. I don't think it may have blow up doll. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll probably maybe I'll have several different things. Like
One of those
Change 'em
giant
out.
Happy Chef guys.
Happy Chef.
You guys don't remember Happy Chef?
What?
Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Rob's Burger is basically the same thing. Bob's Big Boy.
Or one
Yeah.
of those weird wacky
glove?
arm guys.
There you go.
Wacky flaily arm guy.
I know your dance. I'd check it out your moves.
So many possibilities. I don't know.
We got to interchange
Yeah.
them now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let us know what your ideas are.
It's got to be
Yeah, in the
modular
comments down
now.
below.
I'll just put my Ricky Bobby outfit on a mannequin.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
Like-
cool.
Oh, we can change them out. We have all the outfits.
Yeah. I can't. I'm gonna need. I'm
Like I
gonna need more
said.
time off.
We're gonna have to build more than one so they can race. You know.
Yeah.
Tattooing gives you a lot of freedom to do other things.
No, I wish.
Sometimes.
You get to think about other cool stuff that you'd like to do.
Just
Yeah.
without the time.
Yeah,
you
you
just have
just
time to do it.
got to stay up late if you want to do
They
it.
need more days in a week and more hours in the day.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
we'll work on it.
Yeah. Put the
we're
request
finally
in.
doing away with that switching hour back thing.
God, I hope we
Sure.
stay in daylight savings time instead of where we're at now.
Yeah, because then it's just gonna be dark soon. All
Yeah, the time now sucks.
Because every little boy and girl needs to go to bed at 3 in the afternoon. Anyway.
Daylight savings time, permanent.
Let's be done now.
Yeah, I'm to that point now.
I'm ready to drink and party.
Ready to go have some beer and wine.
Yep.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this. It was kind of all over the place, but that was kind of the point.
Yeah.
I hope you're with family, friends, what have you, or at least you're enjoying your holiday today. And we thank you for listening and watching and listening, or whatever you're doing.
Oh, no, only to those 50,000 that follow us on YouTube. The other ones, just fuck you guys.
Well, hopefully you'll become a follower.
Yeah, if you could become a follower, then you're awesome. But
you're on the naughty list.
Eat lots of turkey, eat lots of desserts. I hope you get great presents.
Yep, and I hope you get to see people you love and care for, and don't get into a screaming argument over something stupid.
If you do, make sure you win.
Give yourself 10 minutes, then go back and talk to them.
Just count to 10.
I brought you some cranberries to make up.
And if that doesn't work, you got to do what I do.
And
send him to the forbidden zone.
Well, at the end of the day, just remember, everybody dies.
Yeah.
So they're going to die eventually. Just
sometimes
relish in that, knowing that they're going to die. Probably suffer a bit first.
I'm going back to the kids' table.
It might not be today or tomorrow, but eventually they're going to suffer and die. So
we thank you all for being here.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy New
Year. We'll be back after the first year with a new episode, hopefully, if you believe.
I believe.
If we survive Florida.
I believe in the future.
Yes. And it's the children.
Hopefully there won't be no crabs.
Shun non-believers.
I believe in children.
Yeah.
Back to the tunnel.
And till next time, here's hoping that your tattoos and piercings heal with ease and without a single issue. And if you're in the Des Moines, Iowa area, we would all love to see if your tattooing and body piercing needs in the future. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you for watching or listening. Take care of one another.
We'll see you
guys. Merry
next
Christmas.
year.
Yep.
Merry
See you next
Christmas.
year.
Happy New Year.